Hello again, friends. I had a request for an arm practice, so I put together a little piece that will help us build some strength and stability in our shoulders and work on our arms and upper back and chest. As we always do by grounding into our breath, so your eyes can be open or closed here. And simply begin to bring your attention to the breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Smoothing out the breath. And settling in here. So as we work on building strength and stability in the arms and upper body, maybe you want to think about those arms being your extension into the world. And so as you're working on your own strength, you're also cultivating your ability to give more freely to the world around you. Taking 2 more breath cycles here. And then we will begin warming up the arms by bringing our arms out in front of us, parallel to the floor. And we'll simply give the wrists a roll, going one direction, and then the other. And then we'll flex the hands, palms out nice and strong, and then make a fist. And extend nice and long. And this time make a fist, keep that thumb out. Full fist. Open those fingers, thumb out. Moving through this in your own time with your breath. A little brain exercise for you there. All right, turning the palms up, flexing at the elbows, bring the fingertips to the top of your shoulders. Flexion at the elbow joint. And then pausing here, we're gonna make circles, opening the shoulders up, opening the chest, giving those shoulder joints a massage. And then going the other direction. And then go and release. Allowing the blood to come back to those arms. So we'll be working on isometric movements, holding our muscles still to cultivate strength. You can use 2 to 3 pound weights if you have those, or a yoga block, or you can simply hold the positions. So with that in mind, you can grab those light weights, or you can grab your block. And we'll start out by having our arms in a 90-degree angle. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see better. So with your elbow at 90 degrees, you can place the block between your forearms. You can hold on to light weights here, or you can simply hold your arms in this position. So if you have that black, squeezing the forearms into it until you feel your upper back engage. This is also great preparation for if you want to do inversions, headstand or handstand, building that strength in your upper back, as well as all the little muscles in your shoulder girdle. And then you can play around with the angle here. If you need a break, go ahead and take one. Otherwise, we'll hold it for another 30 seconds. Squeezing that block. You might even feel your chest muscles engage, your triceps, your biceps. Continuing to breathe. Nice work. All right, go ahead, release that block, release your weights, shake it out. So we're going to be moving now onto our hands and knees into tabletop position. You can place a blanket under the knees to soften the earth. Just to settle in here, we'll take a couple cat-cows with our breath. Inhaling, spine rises to the ceiling. Exhale. The head and tail lift, belly drops. Moving through this with your breath. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling. And then finding your neutral tabletop, we'll make circles with the torso. So we're oiling up the shoulder and hip joints here. As if your whole trunk were simply floating on top of your arms and legs. Alright, then finding stillness in your tabletop. So we're working on the triceps here. Stepping back with the left leg, planting that toe nice and strong. For more stability, you can bring the foot out further. And then we're going to extend the right arm back. So palm is facing the ceiling. And we're going to pulse. So again, if you have a light weight, you can hold it in this right hand, or you can simply use your own body weight. Pulsing. Clawing through those left fingertips to bring a little release for the wrist. If it ever gets to be too much for the wrist, you can always simply come up to your knees and do this little pulse up on your knees. All right, 5 more pulses. And then go ahead, release. You can come into a child's pose if that feels good for you. Sending the tail back, arms forward. then walking the fingertips over to the left. Feeling that stretch through the right arm all the way down the back. Walking the fingertips back through center to the opposite side. And then releasing that stretch, walking the fingertips back in front, rising back up into your tabletop or up on the knees, your choice. If you're in tabletop, the right foot goes back this time, planting those right toes on the ground for stability, and reaching that left arm back, palm facing the ceiling, pulsing here. So again, if it ever gets to be too much for the wrist, simply come on up to your knees and pulse in this upright position. There are always variations, so make it work for your body. With or without the weight. You can do 25, 50, 100 pulses here. And whenever you've had enough, come back into that child's pose for a rest. And if you haven't already, go ahead and take that rest. Knees can go wide this time. Nice big belly breaths here, surrendering to the earth. And after your next exhale, walking the fingertips back up. All right, we've got one last working sequence here. This will be for the triceps, the upper back, the chest, and the core. These are half push-ups or tricep push-ups. So we're starting in tabletop position, and then we're walking the hands forward about another foot. Keeping the knees planted, and the hands are shoulder width distance apart. So when we come into these, the elbows are bending in so that your arms are brushing your side body. Your elbows stay in tight to your ribs, and you float down to whatever degree feels okay for you today, and then float back up. So we're going to start with 5 and then build up to 10 and 15. And please take a break whenever you need. So starting out, find that position, and then slowly lowering, keeping those elbows in tight to the body, and push back up. So inhaling as you come down, Exhale to push the floor away. One more here. Nice work. Come into that child's pose for a pause. All right, we're going to jump right back in. If you really want to take this up another notch, you can come into a full push-up. But I'm just going to stay with this level today. So again, here we go. Inhaling. Exhale, push the floor away. Nice work. Nice strong core. All right, you're more than halfway. And 10. Take a pause. Nice work. In child's pose, you can always also take the arms back behind and place them on your low back or simply to your side for more of a rest for those shoulders. One last big exhale, and then rising back up. Nice work. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the heat here. So again, from tabletop, walk the hands out. Keeping those elbows nice and tight into the body. 15 this time. You can take a break halfway through. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. You can also make these movements as small as you like. Feel free to take a break here. Let your breath help you. Five to go. Keeping your gaze down at the mat. Final two. Awesome work, you guys. Take a break. And once again, bringing the arms behind if that feels good. on your next exhale, placing your hands on the mat, gently guiding yourself up. We'll come back into a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or place a pillow or blanket under your sit bones. So a couple gentle movements here to cool it down. Great work today, building strength in those arms, upper back, chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms come down. Take that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, this time hands come down through heart center. Closing the eyes. Connecting with your breath. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. I hope that this makes you feel strong and ready to enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.